Sanibonani, hello and welcome to the agri-tech show with Absa. I am Sipho Alphi Mkhwanazi, your host, ready to bring you unique stories of entrepreneurs who have turned their dreams into thriving businesses. What happens when agriculture meets algorithms? When electric transportation isn't a future concept, but now a reality? That's where today's conversation is headed, because some game changers aren't just adapting to the future, they are building it from the ground up.
Hi, I'm Ndia Magadagela, the CEO and co-founder of Everlectric. Everlectric is a pioneering electric vehicle leasing company making fleet sustainability seamless.
My name is Pretty Kubyane, and I'm the co-founder behind the eFama app, a platform revolutionizing agriculture by connecting farmers directly with buyers.
Ladies, both of you are playing into spaces that are so male-dominated. I mean, you are into farming and ngapha you are doing hectic things. You know, electric transportation is very, very hectic and intense. Tell me, how is it surviving those spaces and navigating those spaces, especially as a Black woman? I'll start with you, Ndia.
Even though it's hard, what actually makes a difference is really understanding your subject matter and realizing that you're actually there to solve a problem. And if you're solving a problem, it won't matter whether you're male or female. But yeah, that's how you kind of navigate those spaces.
Sure. Pretty?
Being in technology, and I'm a tech lead for my company, that means I have to be 10 times more qualified than everybody, because everything that I say, I have to explain myself. But understanding your subject matter is like, I cannot say that more than enough.
Ndia, electric transportation is a game changer in South Africa, but very, very nerve-wracking, because you know we've got electricity issues in our country, Mos, and I don't want to say much, but you know, the people who are responsible sometimes are found dancing when they should be keeping the lights on. Please don't mind that shade. It's Alfie anyway.
So we can see a major change. I mean, we've been in this business for the last 5 years now. And maybe just clarity, we are in the commercial electric vehicles, not necessarily in, you know, the consumer electric vehicle space. But even having said that, I think one of the things that we've just created as a business is an ability to be live in our vehicles and in our chargers, and also to be connected to what is happening in the grid. So this is a DC fast charger. It's a 60 kilowatt charger. This is what we typically put down for clients who want to top up during the day. It is what people call a fast charge. So we've built an Internet of Things around the solution, so that my client doesn't have to worry about when load shedding will be, or where am I going to charge if there's an outage in my area.
Pretty? I know that the farming community is a very close-knit community. They like to keep themselves exclusive. How have you received the feedback from various farmers now that you've launched eFama?
We work a lot with farming organization and industry association, because you're more and better received when you speak to an industry association than when you go directly. So it's good because they have ecosystems, so it's easy to reach them there.
Sure. And did you receive any resistance from any farmers when you launched?
Absolutely. Actually, we came overseas when we have run a pilot program in Switzerland, and we came to South Africa. It was about quality assurance, being able to track and trace what happened to the produce before it ended up at the shelf. Sure. So when we started that to the farmers, not a single one was actually interested. Wow. And it was almost by coincidence that a huge order came in, and then we went and posted to WhatsApp groups that we belong in, and then more than 5,000 farmers within like 3 weeks registered on our application. So it taught us the importance of speak to the real humans when we are building something. Because, you know, engineers, they get excited about our features, but we're not the end consumer of the things that we actually build.
At Absa, we're very big on motivating people to start today to succeed tomorrow. Sometimes as a person, you'd get overwhelmed and think, my goodness, where am I going to start? And of course, you guys are reaping the benefits of starting, and you're now succeeding.
do not be afraid to start small.
Sure.
I look back and I think we started with 0 vehicles. We looked for funding. It took 2 years to find the first funder. We got 5 vehicles. At some point we had 40 vehicles. Now we are going to be over 200 vehicles.
My goodness.
So even the same quality or the same amount of work you put in when you had 0 vehicles and when you had 5 vehicles, you have to put it in so that you can grow in your business.
How do you manage the various facets, Pretty, of your life? In some instances, women are married, they need to take care of kids at home, and then you find a component where somebody's also studying. And then there's a component of you having to manage things as, in Bogoto, in your family. How do you then manage all of those facets as being a woman, but also being so good at what you do outside of that?
It's like you just described my life. So last year I finished about 20 qualification in cloud computing and cybersecurity while I was pregnant, and it was a very difficult pregnancy. Every 2 weeks I must be in the hospital, but I have to be at the office because we are building the most complex part of our technology. And on the other side, I'm training because I've been fighting to involve female engineers. So they told me, you babysit them, you train them yourself. And then I choose to work with my husband. That means I take work back home and I take
and home back at work.
At work. So it becomes incredibly difficult to manage. But you have to create boundaries. My family know that I'm always in the moment. You have to be in the moment. So when I'm at home, I'm at home. But when I'm at work, I'm at work. I'm not touching home-related things. Like, dude, I don't know you. I'm not your wife right now. I'm the tech lead of the eFama app.
Washa? He better know that. He needs to know that. Yes.
Absolutely. So be in the moment, have like strict boundaries. Otherwise, you're going to burn out.
There you have it from our entrepreneurs. But I want to get the word from the streets. What's going on that side?
Do you think there's any challenges that other people that work in supply chain that are facing right now as entrepreneurs? Like, what sort of problems do you think they're facing as entrepreneurs within the supply chain sphere?
They want to start it, but then the thing is, it's not having money. So for them to have money, at least they could go borrow money to a bank or something so that they can be able to open own trucks for logistic company and whatnot.
Okay, if you would start your side hustle, what would it be?
I think I'd go into cybersecurity because I see it's slowly becoming the in thing.
The streets are serving fat chats, and we're here to listen to all of that tea. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about those I grew it moments. These are the milestones that come after all of that hard work. I think every entrepreneur experiences that one I grew it moment. Which one would it be for you?
I think the day we signed our first big client. It was a retail client, and I think it was a culmination of about 3 years of research, hard work, knocking on doors, and they said finally yes, and you can mention our name next to yours. I think that was the moment we should have popped the French champagne.
Pretty, or what would you say is your one I grew it moment?
It was when we received this email from an American-based big tech company that has approved our funding. It was a big size type of a funding. It's weird because when we applied, we worked throughout the night. We created 44 compliance documents, and then we sent the application, but it didn't reach their server because it was too big. They sent us an email declining us, saying you didn't make it. And then we sent it again to them via a link that uploaded directly in the cloud and just send them a link to download it. And then within 48 hours, they've approved everything.
Ladies, there is somebody at home who thinks it's over. I have passed 35, I've passed 40. It's no longer the right time to start my business. What would you say to that one lady in 30 seconds? I'll start with you, Pretty.
It's really never too late to start. I'm a late starter, even in having a child. When you start late, actually you're more mature, you're more experienced. So there's a number of things that you've already had from your experience. So if you're starting late, actually it's the best start. It's the best time for you to start.
Sure. Ndia?
It's never too late to start, and I would ask you, while you are waiting for your breakthrough moment, what are you doing? Are you improving yourself? Are you doing some sort of development work in yourself? Opportunities come. Life throws you opportunities where you can use those skills and that capacity. It's a law of the universe. And so I would say, if you're waiting, even if you feel like, oh my goodness, what's the next thing? Don't just wait. Wait while doing something. Actively wait.
What are you doing while you wait? Imbokodo is rising and it seems the future is female. Every great success starts with a single step. Whether you're starting your journey or leveling up, all you need to do is keep learning, keep growing, and when you look back, you'll proudly say, I grew it. We'll see you next time.